You just came out of the session on immigration. As we know, this is a major issue for every city, every state. So, what you had in that panel session, can you talk about that and how you are dealing with this issue in Albany, New York?
Well, we have received about 800 asylum seekers from New York City that are in our community. We are only a city of about 100,000 people, so that's a pretty significant number of people given our population. We have community-based organizations who have been able to get some funding from New York State to help to ensure that individuals are getting access to the legal services and human services that they need in order to be successful. In upstate New York, we need people. And so as we look at our aging workforce, I see this as an opportunity for us to ensure that we're doing what we need to do in order to preserve our economy. And I think oftentimes this is framed as an us versus them, and there's a demonization of these human beings who are coming into our community who want to work, who want to provide for their families, and there's a real need. We look at the demographics of upstate New York, and we have a declining number of people in our workforce. Our workforce is aging, and if we can welcome people and give them the opportunity to become established and to get working papers and to become parts of our community, that is going to be our hope for the future. And so I see this as an opportunity, and I get concerned when I look at how this is being weaponized, because we as a country, what decisions we make today are going to determine where our economy is going to be 5 years from now and 10 years from now. And right now we're not getting it right. And I think that we've got to look at our constituents, look at our communities, big and small, and say, what do our communities need? We need healthcare workers, we need educators, we need people to help us build and rebuild our infrastructure. And so how do we build an immigration system that connects people with those skills and abilities to the jobs that are available in a humane way? And so we're not seeing that now, but I'm going to continue to advocate for this as being part of what we need to do as a country if we want to be able to continue to grow our economy.
You are meeting the president later on today. Mayors that are attending, they will be going to the White House today. What are some of these that you will talk about if you have the opportunity to talk with him?
Well, I think we need to figure out how we as mayors can help to lower the temperature with respect to this conversation and talk to people, human beings, whether they're Democrats or Republicans or independents. This is about the future of our communities. This is about the future of our country. And the stagnation that we will see in our economy 10 years from now, if we don't get this right, is going to hurt everyone. And so I want to figure out how we can change the trajectory of the conversation here. I know with social media and with all of the polarization that we see out here, that's really hard, but I think that that message has to get through. And I hear it from members of my business community who most likely don't vote the same box that I vote, and that's okay. But they want to see us fix immigration so that they can access workforce, which they desperately need in order to be able to continue to build our infrastructure, to build housing, all of the things that we need to be doing in our communities.
And you have, as you said, your constituencies. New York, we know, used to be a sanctuary city. It still is a sanctuary city. And but there are some New York residents, I know from New York City, that are saying we don't want these people.
Well, I think it's not that we don't want these people, but it's that the burden of ensuring that people are treated humanely, that they have the opportunity to legally enter this country and legally enter our workforce should not fall to the residents of New York City. And I would share that frustration that it is being placed on the wrong shoulders. And so I think the messaging is, yes, we want a legal path to immigration. We want a legal path to workforce. We want borders. I want to know that individuals who are coming into my community have gone through a process, and that if they are people who have committed crimes, if they are parts of gangs, if they are people who have entered illegally and have no right to be in this country, that they are sent back. We need to make sure that those who are coming into our community, we can look our residents in the eye and say, we are doing all that we can to ensure that we're keeping you safe. So I think that really what the frustration is that It is falling to the wrong taxpayers to solve what is a national issue and also a national benefit. And so we need to be looking at this at the national level. We need leadership to be able to address this issue so that our local communities are not inundated and unduly burdened with what is a national need to have rational immigration into our country.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.